great for soups and stews. Salads, you take home some of that lettuce you're going to take home today, has broccoli leaves in it.
Really? Oh.
You slice and dice them. They're a little bit tougher, so you want to cut them a little bit smaller so they're easier to eat. Cabbage, the one thing I love, one year we harvested out 398 pounds of cabbage. Cut the plant right at the base, pull it out. I set them over there and I told members, clean them up so we can get them out. I go back over there because I was on the tractor working the compost, and they cleaned up all the leaves and left this little tight head. Well, guess what? They threw away 222 pounds of edible leaves.
Oh.
But Americans only seem to think that that fine head is what's edible. Every part of that plant is edible. It might not look pretty, but guess what? It still tastes good. It's still healthy for you.
You're probably used to maybe collards, you know, cooking collards. Well, you can do almost the same thing with the leaves from the broccoli and all the other tougher leaves. Some of the Swiss chard, you can eat that fresh. You can eat it cooked. Soups by themselves. I mean, there's so many different ways.
One of the things with like the broccoli leaves and the collards, a lot of people are into healthy foods. They're making wraps. These natural leaves, these leaves can be used as natural wraps. You steam them real quick to make them soft and pliable. Wrap your other produce inside of it. Then you have your wrap for your dinner.
It's nature's gluten-free.
It's one of these things that we really need to impress on people, and unfortunately Americans, don't take it wrong, I am an American, I'm not anything else, but we have been so spoiled that we got to have the most prettiest, the most perfect looking piece of fruit or vegetable to eat. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't mean it's good. They're breeding tomatoes to be thick skinned. They pick them green, then they gas and make them red. They don't taste good. They taste like nothing. They taste like sawdust to me. We don't eat store-bought tomatoes. I only eat what we grow. We've got to get back into it. Yeah, it might not look pretty, but it's healthy for you. That's what you really want to go for. It's not about pretty, because pretty doesn't mean healthy. Everything that you go into the store, that has been designed for transportation. Your lettuces that you get at the store, think of it now, it's wintertime up north. They're not growing lettuces up north. Most of your lettuce is coming out of Utah right now. So they're harvesting all this lettuce. They're sending it to the packaging house. Packaging house sends it to the distribution house. Distribution house sets it on trucks, sends it all over the country where it needs to go. Comes into Florida, it goes to that distribution house, then it gets distributed to go to the stores that it needs to go to. It goes to that store's distribution house, gets put on a truck, and then puts into the store that you're getting it at. Your lettuce that you're getting right now at the store is almost 2 weeks old before you get it, because it's got so many stops to go to. Here, you pick it when it's ready. You will be surprised the taste difference that you're going to find between our produce and everything else. My kids, like I said, they won't eat tomatoes from anywhere else. They'll only eat them from here because they know that we have flavor and theirs don't. I can't eat a store-bought salad to save my life anymore because it's like I just soon chew on a piece of cardboard. Here also we try to grow 7 to 9 different flavors of lettuce. So when you make a salad, you're getting inundated with 7 or 9 different flavors of lettuce. I know why they made salad dressing, because salads taste horrible at the store or at the restaurant, so they need something to doctor it up so you can eat it. Here we always ask people, don't put your dressing on until you've tasted it. And then try it with a little bit of fresh lemon juice or a little bit of vinegar before you put your Thousand Islands on it, because at that point, what are you tasting? Thousand Islands. You're not tasting your produce. I apologize for coming in.
You're fine.
So, yeah, everything here that we grow, we want to go. Now, kale. Last year we did exceptionally well with the kale. I'm going to take your couple right here because you have children right here right now. And of course hers. Last year we took about 9 different families and got them off of potato chips by teaching them how to make kale chips. Easy peasy in the oven. You put your spice on there that you want, your flavoring on there. Your kids can't tell the difference between kale chips and potato chips. They crunch, they mold, they taste good. It's healthy for them. We had members last year, all that they would do was come in and they'd get 10, 15 pounds of kale. And in case you're wondering, that's a lot of bloody kale. Kale doesn't weigh anything. And when you're taking 10 or 15 pounds of kale home, that's a lot. And all that they do is make kale chips for their kids now. So again, it's trying to get people to eat healthy. You take one kid and get them off chips, they're going to continue to eat healthy the rest of their lives.
And I found, at least for me, with the kale, with the collards, and some of these other very heavy leafy plants, You just rinse it, cut it up, and you can freeze it. I have yet a little bit of kale that was left from last year, and it tastes just as good as the fresh stuff does right now because I use so much of it. Now I'm going to use the fresh stuff now, but the point is, it lasts. So